I imagine tomorrow's weather is going to be perfect for that run, at least in the morning.
It will, yeah. It's still a little bit warm, but they're used to it with track meets in the summertime, so not bad. It could be a lot worse, that's for sure. And here's a fun 4th of July picture for you. Do you recognize this stretch of coastline? If you happen to know where in the world this spot is, put your guesses in on Facebook, and I'll have the answer coming up here in just a little bit. And thanks to SB Herbert for sending this in. Such a fun shot. Beautiful conditions at the coast with that American flag flying high yesterday. If you have a weather picture you'd like to share, you can send it to me on Facebook or Twitter. Email always works, or you can upload it directly to the weather picture gallery. That's on the weather page at KEZI.com. High temperatures yesterday, a little bit cooler, 82 degrees here in Eugene, a little bit more comfortable than where we had been. 80 in Corvallis and just 75 when you get to Portland. That cooler Pacific air, it's definitely moving in. The coast in the mid-60s up north, mid-70s as you head down to the south coast, even 80s still in Brookings. And also seeing those warmer temperatures as you head down the I-5 corridor, 91 for the high temperature in Medford. Dropping from the 90s for many folks down into the low to mid-80s in Central Oregon. And as you head over to Eastern Oregon, yeah, it's still in the 90s, but at least it's not the triple digits. So seeing some relief there, which is good for the firefighters working on those 3 wildfires that are burning over 50,000 acres at this point. So that high temperature of 79 degrees is our average. 82 is where we were yesterday, so just 3 above average for this time of year. The record 95, that was set back in 1972. We've actually been warmer than that already twice this year, so that's not too far reaching at this point. We've dropped down into the upper 40s overnight, which is about average for this time of year. And of course, we haven't seen any rainfall here in a little while. That deficit now at 15.28 inches below average for this point in 2013 continues to be the driest start to a year that we have ever seen here in the southern Willamette Valley. The morning clouds, they have made their way in from the coast this morning. That marine layer developing. They stop pretty much at the Cascades. They're low, so they can't get up over that 5,000 to 6,000 foot mark this morning, so we are still seeing those clear skies as you head over into central and eastern Oregon. Temperature right now down to 50 degrees. And it's going to be a slow warm up today because we do have those low clouds and that light fog this morning. The wind is calm, visibility at the full 10 miles, so should be a rather easy commute into work today. That ridge of high pressure continuing to weaken as we head into this weekend. We also have a little trough of low pressure that's forming here just offshore. It's not much. You can barely even detect it there in the jet stream, but it's enough to affect our weather today in the next couple of days. When you get a trough of low pressure, that downward feature in the jet stream, it pulls down that colder air from the north. It also facilitates some clouds forming under that, where we see the exact opposite with a ridge. That's when we see that warm air moving up from the south. So because we're switching from one to the other, we're going to see those morning clouds forming and that cooler Pacific air moving in. It's not going to last for long, though, because that layer is pretty shallow. You can see here on Precision Cast, as we look into the future, clear skies by this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Pretty much all of us, except for the north coast, under those clear skies. Saturday, there's that marine layer forming once again overnight. It clears back to the coast for the afternoon. We'll see a repeat of that Sunday. By Monday, we'll be back to mostly clear skies from the get-go, and at the same time we'll see warmer temperatures because of it. So for the coast, mid to upper 60s. Again, a few morning clouds, a little bit breezy still. Those winds will be from the north at 15 to 20 miles per hour. As we head into the weekend, we'll continue to stay in the mid-60s. The Umpqua Basin, upper 70s and low 80s for you. Mostly sunny skies with those winds out of the north. It'll be back to the mid-80s this weekend. And then starting off early next week, it's right back up into those low 90s. The Cascades, mostly sunny for you. High temperatures a little bit cooler, mid-60s. If you're doing some camping, again, a few degrees cooler than it's been. Low 70s down into the foothills. Central Oregon also taking a break from those 80s to the mid to upper 70s. You'll be at about 77 today. In Sun River, sunny, mild for you. We'll see those temperatures drop back down to the mid-40s tonight. But starting Saturday, it's back to the 80s. And for the valley, upper 70s for us. Morning clouds, afternoon sunshine. Low 80s here through the weekend. Then Monday, it's right back up into the mid to upper 80s.
Sprinklers are getting, they're earning their pay.
They're in full force. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.